So at this point, he flies to London, and we get a song which is like, we couldn't afford the Clash. They wanted London Calling, but couldn't get it.
I also wrote royalty-free London Calling.
Yes.
London. Yeah, that's the way it goes.
I will be referring back to this. London.
Just up top, it's before we get to meet all of the British characters that we will meet throughout this, and just to be not English, British, no T. These people. It's so nice to see a movie being racist against England. I've never seen it.
It is. It genuinely. It legitimately. It's along with Joe Biden, right? This is my shining light of unexpected but very real anti-English prejudice, and we deserve it. You know.
I think I've got some interesting things to say later on about like the portrayal of English twee aristocracy, but yes, we go to Britain, and
no, not just to Britain too.
God. Thank you, yes. So Cody meets his handler, played by Anthony Anderson, who is too good for this film.
Well, the thing is about Anthony Anderson, right? So I wrote down, guy I love to see, and then I did some Googling, and I wrote down under that until I saw that his Wikipedia page has an allegations section, and now he's not a guy I like to see, which is a shame. He is too good for this movie.
You get such a, like, TripAdvisor Baby's First London like montage. They drive past fucking House of Parliament, they point at the tower and they go, that's Big Ben. No, it isn't, but like whatever, who gives a shit. And then
they get on the London Eye,
and then they go into the London Dungeon underneath the fucking London County Council
the London
building.
Dungeon. This is worth your money. This is worth going into.
If they would have gone one door across,
the London Crypts.
Yeah. If they'd only done one door across, they could have had this entire like fucking fake Q scene in Shrek's Adventure, and that would have been much better, I think. They divert off the ride, and Cody has to meet a second British person.
Do we need to explain to audiences what the London Dungeon is? It's
a fairground ride, but
it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's like, it's Jack the Ripper. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Ooh,
yeah.
So he meets a second British person who appears to be what I would describe. I've written down here as an eccentric laudanum addicted paedophile.
My notes just say a very racist depiction of a British person.
So like Nigel Thornberry, but like dosed to the gills on opium, enters the scene making
this is the guy the CIA gave all that LSD to.
Yeah, and he enters the scene making this noise. He will be making this throughout the scene.
He's got like bad teeth. He's like drinking a cup of tea. It's like really bad.
Yeah, like here's the thing, right? There's a difference between expectation and what this movie actually gives you. I went into this movie expecting a bit of like light-hearted American chauvinism, right? Just being like, you're quite silly, aren't you, as a nation? Instead, what I got was a sort of brutal psychological assault on the concept of Britishness.
Yes, what the fuck?
I mean, the character even calls London a backwater at one point, which I found to be fantastic.
Anthony Anderson says they screwed up and they sent me to this fucking backwater. I'm like, this is still one of the cultural and financial capitals of the world. I'm not even from here and I hate this fucking city, but still, fuck you. Like,
it's one of those things like,
you want to talk about being from a backwater? You're from the United States of America. Fuck off.
We can talk shit about Britain. That's fine. That's legal. That's allowed. You can't fucking talk shit about Britain. No,
this character genuinely is like a slur on British people. Not an inaccurate one, but
the first debate, this is where I first had the implication, but I'm going to reveal it here. This entire movie is just a series of failed attempts to get a Kaufman star. Every single scene, there's like one guy, and it's his one scene, and he goes ape shit, and then you never see him again.
Oh my god, he's so right.
It's literally true. Like, he's working so hard for the Kaufman, like... And there's so many bits like this, and it's just, it never lands, any of them. So it just comes off as, like, mean-spirited.
It's kind of incredible to watch a film just try bit after bit after bit, and they all fail. Every single one. Like,
this feels about British people the way the movie Men feels about men.